The well-fed state can be referred to in two other terms: the absorptive state and the postprandial state. This is really important. You make all three are synonymous: well-fed, absorptive, postprandial. Postprandial, well-fed, and absorptive are synonymous. They all mean the same thing, the well-fed state. Usually that describes the state you're in within 4 hours after a meal. Okay? Characteristically, what you will have is plentiful nutrients. You'll have proteins, carbohydrates, you'll have lipids from the diet. All of them are going to increase amino acids, glucose, chylomicrons, respectively, in the bloodstream. Okay? So you have everything you can use from the diet in the bloodstream. It's all available in abundant amounts. Most importantly, because of glucose in the bloodstream, you're going to stimulate insulin secretion. So in the well-fed state, insulin really is going to control essentially all of metabolism. Okay? And we said insulin is primarily an anabolic hormone. So you're going to promote the synthesis of glycogen from glucose. You're going to promote the synthesis of tags from fatty acids. You're going to promote the synthesis of proteins. So all anabolic processes will be activated. Now, you say, what glycolysis? Glycolysis will be activated as well to generate energy from glucose. The reason being, there's plenty of glucose. In the well-fed state, glucose is the primary source of energy for all tissues. Okay? That's a good thing, good rule of thumb. Glucose is a primary source of energy for all tissues. There's plenty of it. So they will consume glucose in each and every way they can consume glucose. You consume glucose through glycolysis and glycogen synthesis. So the liver will consume glucose for energy through glycolysis and for to synthesize glycogen for later on, to store for later on. Okay? Importantly, the liver is going to use nearly 60% of all the glucose in the bloodstream. Okay? Just that little organ, liver, will use nearly 60% of all the glucose in the bloodstream. Okay. There are also effects of insulin on different tissues. Insulin is going to affect muscle and adipose tissue. We just talked about yesterday that insulin increases uptake of glucose into these tissues specifically. Okay? So that's very important to be mindful of. The specific increase in glucose uptake in muscle and adipose tissue. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.